Hi, hello, and welcome to everyone. Now you are listening to the story of O. Henry, a retrieved reformation. Jimmy Valentine is the hero of the story. He is a prisoner. He is sentenced to jail for 4 years. Now he is in the jail for the past 10 months and he is hoping the governor would release him by pardoning. Warden sends a man to call Jimmy. Warden informed him that governor has sent a pardon letter to Jimmy and he is to be released in the next day morning. He advised him to lead a straight life. He asked Jimmy not to break the bank walls, again. Jimmy refused the charge, saying, "Sir, I didn't break the walls. In fact, I did not go to Springfield." Warden could not say a thing. Jimmy leaves the place. Next morning, he is released from the prison with the $5 bill. Actually, the government is giving money, hoping to help the rehabilitation of the prisoners. Jimmy is enjoying his liberty. Straight away, he went to a restaurant and ordered for a chicken broth, white wine, and a cigar. After that, he boarded into the train. Before boarding, he tossed a coin to a blind man. Oh, our hero Jimmy is good at heart, it seems. He reached the cafe of Mike Dolan where he used to stay. Mike Dolan is his pal, and Mike Dolan he asked apology from him, saying that it's a little bit late to get him out of the jail. Jimmy got the key from Mike Dolan and went to his room in upstairs. He was very satisfied because the room it's as he left. In fact, he could even found the shirt button of the detective Ben Price. He arrested Jimmy, and his shirt button was torn when Jimmy was warped and arrested. He pulled out a wall folding bed. There is a sliding panel in the wall, and he took out a suitcase. He opened it. It was covered with the dust, but we found a lot of tools used to break the walls was there in the suitcase. Some of the tools are designed by Jimmy himself, and he is very proud of it. Now Jimmy had a powerful weapon in his hand, that is tools. After a week, there was a safe burglary in Richmond. $800 were taken away. Logan's part $1,500 and Jefferson City Bank safe vault was cracked and $5,000 were taken away. Now all the bank people they went and complained it to Ben Price, the detective. They requested him to catch the thief. Jimmy went to Elmore, a small town of Arkansas. When he was walking towards the boarding, he saw a young lady, a beautiful one, who is crossing the street. She opened the Elmore bank door and entered. After seeing her eyes, he immediately fell in love, became another man. The young lady flushed, and from a stockholder, it seems, Jimmy came to know that her name was Annabel Adams and she is the daughter of the man one who owns the bank. Seeing Annabel Adams, Jimmy wanted to stay there. After a few weeks, Jimmy started a shoe store in Elmore. He introduced himself to others as Ralph D. Spencer and became a successful businessman there. As per his heart's wish, he met Miss Annabel Adams and found more and more captivated by her charms. An year has passed. Jimmy won the respect of the community and he got engaged to marry Agatha in 2 weeks. He was as much at home in the family of Mr. Adams and with Annabel's married sister. Annabelle's sister Jimmy had wanted got to give away the cute little children before named marriage, May and he Agatha, wanted to give aged that 5 suitcase and to 9. His friend at St. Louis. He wrote a letter to him inviting him to meet at Sullivan's place, Little Rock. In that letter, Jimmy expressed how much he loves this Annabelle and he is leading a straight life and now he is not willing to touch another man's money even for a million. These are all happened due to the love of Annabelle and he never wanted to destroy Annabelle's belief on him. The letter reached Ben Price's hands too. He started his journey towards Elmore to get Jimmy caught. Next morning, Jimmy had his breakfast with the Adams family. He informed Annabel that he is going to Little Rock to order his wedding suit and buy something nice for her. Jimmy, Annabelle's sister, and her two kids, May and Agatha, they all went to back. On the way, he picked his suitcase from the hotel. At that time, Elmore Bank had just set up with the new vault, which has three knobs, timer, and a patent. Adam was proudly showing to the people who were there in the bank. Jimmy was also there. Adam curiously explained the function of the vault and other things. Jimmy was not at all interested. When everyone went away, May she locked Agatha by keeping her inside the vault. Agatha's mother heard the shriek and was crying a lot. She was begging Adams to take her girl out. Adam was also in a cry and he mentioned that someone had to go to Littlemore to fetch the mechanic who can break the vault. Agatha's mother was crying, and Adam was also afraid that the child would get convulsions if she was continuously crying out of fear. Annabel was also in tears, but along with the tears, she had a ray of hope. She turned and saw Jimmy, hoping that definitely he would save the girl. Want to disappoint her. He knew that Ben Price is waiting for him at the entrance. He asked for a rose from her and kept it in his vest pocket. He opened the tools suitcase and started to work. And now he is not Ralph D. Spencer. He is Jimmy Valentine and he is working on the safe to open. He started to broke the vault. He broke his record. Within 10 minutes, he broke the vault. People in the place, they were shouting in a joy. Straight away, he went to Ben Price and asked him, "Shall we go?" Ben Price thought for a minute and then he understood that now Jimmy is a changed person and he answered, "Sir, you are mistaken, it seems. I am not the person whom you are looking for." And then he left the place. Jimmy lived happily thereafter.